For some people, tragedy creates a burden too overwhelming to bear.
My bestie.
And while mourning may provide relief for many of us, for others, it does nothing to alleviate their pain and suffering. In Frank Fox's case, it only fuels his rage toward the people who committed this heinous act. And we run the risk of watching one tragedy quickly lead into another.
May I speak with you for a moment?
You certainly may.
Well, as I'm sure you're well aware, there's an ongoing investigation into Daniel Fox's murder.
Do you have any leads?
We haven't had much success getting information on the perps. If you're interested in getting the details, the officer on post at the Fox house should be able to fill you in. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to help us out.
I'll do what I can.
Sorry to bother you, but I need to talk to you about something.
Really?
Daniel became a part of our little group, our clique. This tragedy is affecting all of us.
I miss him so much. He was such a sweet man.
In honor of Daniel, I'm putting together a little get-together around 7 tonight. To be honest, you seem to be taking it better than the rest of us. I'd really like you to be there.
Why me?
People just seem to listen to you. I think they find you to be a soothing presence. You can do one of two things. Talk everyone through their feelings of loss. Or pour some stiff drink so we can forget about it for a few hours.
For Daniel.
Personally, I think overt emotional displays are crass, but Susan thought it was a good idea. By the way, we all made a pact to wear the dresses that Daniel created for us for the fashion show. I assume you'll join us?
Of course, Bree. That sounds like a nice gesture.
We would all appreciate whatever you can do to help.
I'll do whatever I can to help you and the other girls out.
Good day to you, ma'am. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, I was coming by to check in on Frank Fox. Is he around?
You just cut right to the chase, don't you?
Yes, I do that sometimes.
I'm sorry, but at the moment I'm unable to disclose any information to you regarding Mr. Frank Fox, and I certainly can't let you speak with him. I was told to stand here and see to it no one went inside. This is a crime scene, you know.
I'm very close to Mr. Frank Fox, and I'd rather hear that from him. Where is he?
Hey, you.
Hey, Edie, what's going on?
I've been running around like a chicken with his head cut off lately.
Why's that?
Let's just say the whole murder in the neighborhood thing isn't exactly a boon for the real estate business. I've been so busy rustling up prospective clients that I haven't been able to spend time with Carl. Quality time, if you know what I mean. In the bedroom, in case I'm not being clear.
Carl's a good-looking man, Edie. Deny him long enough, and someone else will gladly step in and take your place.
Right now, I'm on my way to check out another house going on the market. I'll take care of Carl tonight. And it looks like you're already talking to someone. A handsome someone, if I may say so.
Maybe you can get something out of him.
Is this strapping young policeman here giving you a hard time?
No, ma'am. I'm just following orders.
And you're doing an excellent job at that. Tell you what, why don't I fill her in instead?
Wait.
You're looking for Frank, right?
Yes. Have you seen him?
I don't know for sure, but I can tell you where I think he is.
Miss?
You actually just missed him.
That's confidential information, ma'am. I'd appreciate it if you refrain from divulging information regarding Mr. Fox as he relates to this case or his whereabouts to anyone other than an officer such as myself.
They put him in a squad car just a little while ago.
Hey!
Really? Why would they do that?
I don't think he was under arrest. Officer Friendly here didn't even put handcuffs on him. He did let me play with him, though.
I think Frank can take care of himself. They probably want to just find out if he knows anything.
Besides, Officer Kyle's not the type to manhandle a perp.
Wait a minute, how do you know Kyle?
I was his date to the policeman's ball last year. Trust me, he is more than adept at handling a woman. But a man? Not him.
But they canceled last year's policeman's ball.
Well, why else did they have all those handcuffs and men in uniform in one place? You're new on the force, aren't you?
I'm not that new.
Don't worry about Frank. I'm sure they just wanted him to look through mugshots or something.
He'll be there for a while before they take him to the safe house.
Ooh.
Well, there you go, from the lips of cute little Officer Friendly here. He's at the station if you want to see him.
I really should give him a call. The poor guy's been through so much.
You've been so much help. Maybe I'll put in a good word with Officer Kyle.
Thanks, but don't tell him what I said about Mr. Fox.
Oh, don't worry. My lips are sealed. At least when it comes to talking.
Bye, Edie. And thanks.
Hello?
Hi, Frank. I know you're with the police, and I hope you aren't too tired of talking with people just yet, so tell me. First off, do you feel like talking to me, Frank? If not, I'll understand.
Sure, we can talk for a minute or two. I've been doing a lot of talking today. First, an officer talked with me at my house. Then I was questioned in a small room at the precinct. And then after that, I was questioned again not too long ago once we got to this dump.
You sound pretty upset, Frank.
Upset? No, not really. I don't want to talk about it. I gotta go now. Bye.
Frank, wait. What I meant to say was... Can you tell me where you are right now?
I'm down at the police station right now. They're calling it questioning, but they've been grilling me for hours in this godforsaken, freezing cold room. They have me doing all sorts of crazy things here at the precinct. The last thing I want to do is answer more questions.
How are you dealing with the loss?
It's not a loss. My brother was murdered. Don't try to soften it. I'm not ready to talk about that yet. I have to go now. Bye. They just finished questioning me. Now they're taking me somewhere else for my safety, which sounds like a load of bull, but whatever. We're headed to a safe house. I've been told that I'm not supposed to talk about it, but they can all go to hell for all I care. And if that bothers them, tough. On a day like this, I have the right to be a little pissed off.
Fair.
The loss? All of a sudden you sound like a shrink. Cut it out. I'm not ready to talk about that yet. I have to go now. Right now, I just want to get out of this place. These cops are making me nervous. I respect cops and all, but it's starting to make me feel like I've done something wrong. My brother was the goddamn victim here. Protect and serve my ass. The loss, right. I'm holding up all right. Right now, I'm just taking it day to day. There really isn't anything I can do from here.
I don't suppose I can help you with anything, can I?
What do you mean?
I was talking with an officer earlier. Apparently the police don't have any real leads. I think we should take it upon ourselves to figure out what happened.
If you think you can, then do it. I'd like to help, but it looks like I'll be stuck in some seedy motel somewhere watching the boob tube.
Frank, stay focused.
Oh, right. So, you're gonna need to do some legwork if you plan on finding anything out. If you have any way of finding out what the cops actually know, that would be a start.
Yep, I know just the guy to go to.
Sounds like a plan. Get as much information as you can. We'll figure something out from there. People like talking to you, so it shouldn't be hard. And keep me updated. If I'm in the loop with this whole thing, I won't be going stir-crazy in here.
All right, I'll keep you posted.
Good day to you, ma'am. Is there something I can do for you?
Actually, I was wondering if there was anything I could do for you.
For me? No, I'm really not in need of anything at the moment. But thanks. I appreciate it.
I guess I just figured since you were standing guard over the crime scene all day that there might be something you wanted.
You know what? I'm glad you see it that way. Because I don't think we get enough respect around here. Because I take my job seriously, whereas other people might not do that in my position.
What do you mean by that?
Like some people would slack off if they were here guarding a crime scene, but not me. That's not how I do things. I don't even care if they have 2 primary suspects and only a few facts. I plan to work just as hard here as if I were out trying to find more leads in the case.
Yep, I'm still with you. Those 2 suspects and the details about the case wouldn't even faze me.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, there were 2 guys walking around the neighborhood that night. Yeah, there are 2 ex-cons in the area. Heck, on this very street. And yeah, they were even verified to be in the vicinity when the murder occurred at 11 p.m. that night. But it doesn't matter to me. Investigation wasn't my assignment. The rest of the squad can deal with finding information about Michael Solis and Carlos Delfino. I'm just fine out here.
Huh?
Personally, this is what I think happened.
You think Carlos and Mike did it? These guys are dumb.
And oh, to answer your original question about whether I need anything, now that you mention it, it does get a little cold around here at night.
Well, isn't that something?
Yeah, so, bye then, I guess.
I fucking think Carlos and Mike did it? Seriously? Makes no damn sense.
Hey there. What's going on?
Not too much, really. I just stopped in to ask you a question or two.
So you're a woman on a mission, huh? I like that. Well, I'm not in much of a talking mood right now. I figured you had something quick you wanted to bring up.
It's all right, Mike. We all feel the same way you do.
Ah, so you know where I'm coming from. Good. I can't tell you how many times that jerk's told me he was going to do something and then completely flaked on me.
Are we talking about the same person? Daniel Fox?
Exactly. Like just the other day, Mr. Famous Fashion Designer asked me to stop by and look at a leaky faucet at his place. I had some things planned that day, but I decided to be a good neighbor and make time for him. Granted, it wasn't until later in the day that I came by, but still, I was doing him a favor. It's only common courtesy that he's around when I stop by. When I called ahead to check and see if he'd let me in, he's not home. Then Susan called me up and invited me over for an early supper. Since I figured Daniel would call at any minute and rescue me from Susan's chattering, I agreed to have dinner with Julie and Susan. Dinner became dessert, became coffee. No call from Daniel. By the time I was able to escape, it was pretty late. I figured Daniel would call to apologize the next day.
Strange. So you're saying the last time you talked with Daniel was early in the day?
We spoke in the morning, but I didn't get a hold of him for the rest of the day. But nothing since. Not on my cell phone, and nothing since I'm back in town. It's like he just dropped off the face of the earth, which is a bit of a relief, because he's such a pain in the butt.
Hey, don't talk about my best friend that way.
But I know he's gonna call. He always does. Probably just when I'm about to fall asleep tonight.
He doesn't know. Oh, he doesn't know. You really don't know, do you? Daniel won't be getting back to you unless you have a seance.
Wait, what are you getting at?
Mike, Daniel Fox is dead. He was murdered.
That's not the kind of thing you joke about.
I'm not joking, Mike. It happened at 11 p.m. on the night you left town. And right now, I'm talking to everyone, trying to get some answers.
Wow, I don't even know what to say. I already told you everything I know. I was with Susan and Julie that night, sort of a dinner and kidnapping combined, since Susan didn't seem to want to let me leave. Anyway, I left around 11. As soon as I walked in the door, Susan called me and then proceeded to talk my ear off for an hour or so. You know how she can get.
Susan just has a lot to say, that's all. Thanks, Mike. I'll talk to Susan next. Maybe she'll have some new information.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Alright. We gotta verify the alibi.
Oh, hey. If you're looking for my mom, she's in the kitchen.
I sure am, thanks.
You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. How are you dealing with everything that's been going on?
Me, I'm holding up all right. I'm looking for some closure regarding Daniel's murder investigation.
Don't you think that kind of job is best left to the police?
Technically, yes, but I have the feeling they don't have a clue as to what happened that night. That's where I come in.
Uh-huh. And I suppose you have a plan to get to the bottom of things.
Well, I talked with Mike a little while ago. He said he was over here and he didn't even know that a murder had happened. Despite that, they still think he had something to do with it.
Mike? You don't really think they believe Mike did it, do you?
For all I know, they just might. What were the two of you up to that night anyways?
Right. Actually, there were 3 of us here. Me, Mike, and Julie.
Hey, what's going on, Mom?
We were just talking about Daniel Fox.
Oh, man. I still can't believe that happened right down the street. How's Mr. Fox holding up? I haven't seen him since before the incident.
Edie mentioned that the police took him in. Not as a suspect, but to protect him. But that's not the weird part, Julie. Mike is considered a suspect.
Mike? But he was here that night. I remember because you did everything in your power to stop the poor guy from going home.
Julie, you're being silly. It's just that it was late, and I was worried about him walking home alone at that hour.
Mom, he lives across the street. The poor man drank 4 nightcaps trying to be polite. Then as soon as you saw him walk into his house, you called him on the phone.
As it turns out, this is a dangerous neighborhood. I wanted to make sure that he got home safely.
Is that why you talked to him for almost an hour on the phone?
Oh, give me a break, Julie. Who's been on the phone every night this week gossiping about people at school?
Is it my fault that Danielle Vandekamp gives it up to any boy who asks? I'm just doing the right thing and spreading the word.
By now, I'm sure you're not the only one that knows that.
I'm sure lots of people know by now.
Well, let's move on now. We're getting a bit off the topic at hand. Back to Mike.
What else is new?
Look, we can't let the police think he had anything to do with Daniel's death. It's just ridiculous.
Well, it sounds like you're his alibi, Susan. There's no way he could have been at the Fox house if he was with you that night.
I guess you're right. Well, problem solved then.
Well, I'm out of here, and investigators' work is never done.
All right. See you around.
Now we get to talk to Carlos. Carlos, you're just the person I wanted to talk to.
You came by to talk to me?
Carlos, who is it?
Oh, Gabby's here.
Why don't you come out here and find out for yourself?
Why do you always have to have something smart to... Oh, hi.
Actually, I just had some questions about Daniel Fox, but I guess it could wait. Maybe I should come back later?
No. We're fine. Why don't you come inside for a minute? Daniel's murder did have us all a bit shaken up. It's still hard to believe.
It's unfortunate that something like that had to happen to Daniel. He had his whole life ahead of him.
You're right, it is. And what's worse is that the investigation doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
Wait a second. What does Daniel's death have to do with us?
Yeah, what can we tell you that we didn't tell the police? We didn't see anything.
I have reason to believe that they're going to suspect Carlos because of his prior convictions.
They suspect me. I went to jail for embezzlement, for Christ's sakes. I'm not a violent man.
Well, there was that incident with the cable man. It had something to do with certain preferences.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I am not a homophobe. That was a misunderstanding.
I know, Carlos.
Yeah? Well, they're wrong. Carlos would never do anything to hurt Daniel. I know for a fact that he couldn't have that night. We were both home and in bed by 11.
You were out that night too, Gabby?
Actually, I wasn't exactly following my normal routine that night. See, earlier in the day, Carlos tried to drag me into another one of his charity benefits.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not talking to you, sweetie. Stay out of it.
Listen, honey, she came over here to talk to me.
Carlos doesn't want you to know that he threw a fit because I didn't want to go to his little party. We fought about it for hours. Then we had the makeup sex. Then we fought again. Then more makeup sex.
Yeah, we didn't make the charity event, but I definitely gave it my all. As did Gaby.
For your information, I had a number of appointments scheduled that day with a number of business professionals.
Uh-huh, and which professional was it this time? Henri? Pierre? That guy with the mole?
It's called a beauty mark, and that doesn't make him any less of a professional. Anyway, I had to keep my appointments and wound up pushing my workout back to the end of the day. So, I didn't go for my run until much later that night. And Carlos came home right after I did. We were together for the rest of the night.
Yeah, we still had some issues to resolve. Upstairs, if you know what I mean.
Carlos, have you ever heard of such a thing as too much information? I just remembered something else from that night. It involved whipped cream, strawberries.
Wow, well that planted a lovely image in my head. But I still need to know if you two saw or heard anything else unusual that night.
Actually, when I was running back home, I thought I saw 2 people milling around your house.
Me?
It was pretty dark. I guess my eyes could have just as well been playing tricks on me.
Did you tell the police what you saw?
No? Why would I tell them that? I could have been seeing trees blowing in the wind or something.
That's the kind of thing you tell them, even if you're not sure. This way they can investigate. That's what they do, Gaby. Well, I definitely didn't see anything out of the ordinary that night. I'm sorry I can't help you out any further.
Why are you apologizing to her for not seeing anything? God, Carlos, you can be such a wimp sometimes.
Looks like you two might have some more making up to do.
And another thing, Carlos.
Okay.
Hey, Mom. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. This is important, Phoenix. On the night that Daniel Fox died, did you hear anything strange?
That's a really strange question.
I'm sorry, Phoenix, but it's incredibly important. Mrs. Solis said she saw 2 people snooping around our house the night of the murder.
Don't you remember? I was grounded. I didn't go anywhere that night. You know what's funny? If you and Dad would just let me stay out later, I'd probably be able to help you out right now.
Really? You didn't go anywhere? For once, you actually listened to us?
I told you I was in all night. I was playing Utter Warfare online with this guy I know from the web forums, Double Trouble.
Liar!
I figured since nobody was home, I'd crank the volume up pretty loud, so there's no way I would have heard anything.
Double Trouble is Frank, and he was not playing games.
Are you done with the interrogation now, Mom?
You're being awfully defensive here. Are you sure you're telling me the whole truth?
Geez, you know what? You're worse than Danielle's mom. The both of you make a habit of nagging and bugging people. Why can't you just leave me alone?
Oh my God, was he sleeping with Danielle? Phoenix.
Why are you so hung up on this? I mean, I know he wasn't your boyfriend or anything. He didn't even play for that team, did he? Other than you and his brother, who's really gonna miss him anyway?
Look, you know this means something to me. Why are you being this way? My own son doesn't even want to help me.
Look, Mom, I'm sorry your friend is dead, but I don't know anything. I promise. So drop it already.
Fine. I've had enough abuse anyway. I thought I'd get a sympathetic ear, but obviously that's impossible in this house. What is up with these men?
To defend himself, but it's too late.
Hello. What a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Bree. I was hoping you could help me with something.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm trying to piece together what happened the night of Daniel's murder, and I think you might be able to provide some pieces of the puzzle.
I'm afraid you're wasting your time. I don't know anything about Daniel's murder.
Come on, Bree. Think. You have to remember something.
There's only one thing that comes to mind when I think of that night. But it certainly isn't going to bring Daniel's killers to justice, so it's probably better not to speak of it. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
See? Sorry, not a clue.
That was the night your son attempted to court my daughter.
Aha. He told me he was in his room playing games that night.
You might want to get the poor boy a dictionary then. That night, he and Danielle were coming back from their date. I caught Danielle trying to sneak back into the house. She knew better than to stay out that late. I assume your son was the bad influence.
Of course.
I saw them coming out of your house looking guilty as sin. And then your son had the nerve to try to sneak in with Danielle.
Mom, haven't you done enough? Now you're talking to the neighbors about this? Haven't you embarrassed me enough already?
I'm not trying to embarrass anyone, dear. You do more than enough of that for the both of us. Needless to say, they were surprised when I greeted them on the porch. I sent your son home immediately. Then Danielle and I had an interesting talk that evening.
If they were hanging out in Wisteria Lane that night, they must have seen something.
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, it means we were out that night.
Yes, it means we're lucky our children are safe. What do you think it means?
I used to think my Danielle was incapable of hurting a fly, but she is
Bree,
susceptible to
you're
dangerous boys.
psychopathic right now. Bree, I know you've been through some bad times, but these are our kids you're talking about. Oh my God, she's whacked in the head. More crazy than the police officers.
Do you seriously think I'm capable of that? The police said Mr. Fox was killed at 11 that night. And if you remember, you sent him home way before that. You went off on your whole high and mighty, and of all things, on a school night tirade and sent me to bed. Besides, I refuse to defend myself. You're insane for even thinking this. If only Dad were still alive.
Danielle, you will always be my daughter. But after what this family has been through, and especially after what you've put me through, it will take more than a few words for me to trust you again. Considering you never even told me what you two were up to that night.
Ugh.
Well, if Danielle doesn't have anything to tell us, there's just one person left. Your son. Maybe you'll have more luck getting the truth out of him.
Yes, and may God have mercy on his soul.
Hey, Mom. What's up?
There isn't too much going on with me. However, you, on the other hand, have a lot of explaining to do.
About what?
I know for a fact you were out that night.
What? Why don't you ever trust me?
Because you fucking lie all the time, son.
You're just coming from out of nowhere with all this. And I know you're making this up. You can't prove anything.
Usually I do trust you, but right now I don't think I should. I just talked with Bree and Danielle, and they both said they saw you out that night.
That girl just can't keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, but isn't that what you were interested in her?
What? No.
Mm-hmm.
She's fun.
Right. So now that we've gotten the lies out of the way, let's see about hearing the truth.
Okay. Danielle and I went out that night. But nothing really major happened. So I didn't feel the need to bring it up.
Let's be honest here. You forgot to bring it up because you were out past your curfew and you didn't want to get in trouble. Last chance. Is anything else coming back to you now?
After Mrs. Vandekamp finished her angry diatribe, I left and came home. And that's the truth.
As I understand it, the truth is she yelled at the both of you and sent you home.
That's one way of looking at it.
Did you see anything else suspicious?
Nope. I did see someone standing outside the Scavo house talking to some car.
Well, who was it? And more importantly, what were they doing?
I don't know. I guess it could have been Mrs. Scavo.
You could have saved us both a lot of trouble if you just told me you saw Lynette flirting with some strange car in the first place, Phoenix. Bye. Alright, to Lynette we go.
Hey, you. We haven't talked in a while. What's new?
Well, I know it sounds odd, but Daniel's death really affected me, and after talking to the police and realizing that this is a low priority for them, I've taken it upon myself to figure out who's behind his murder.
That said, he was my neighbor, and I was hoping he'd be my friend. It's an awful tragedy.
It is a tragedy, and I just can't stand around and do nothing about it. I've started up a little investigation of my own.
I think we're a bit old for the whole detective thing, but go ahead. What do you need? I'm not sure I can help you with anything, but let's give it a try.
Who knows? Maybe we both can help. What's the problem?
Okay, well, this is a little embarrassing. You see, someone saw you, Lynette, talking with a stranger sitting in a car parked outside your house the night Daniel was killed.
Listen, I don't know what your eyewitness was smoking, but Lynette barely has enough energy to lift herself into bed at night, let alone chat with some stranger.
Yeah, this is a little bizarre anyway. I was asleep by 9 o'clock that night. Who thinks they saw me? It's crazy.
You're changing the subject, Lynette.
You know, I've heard some things about your son. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he sounds like nothing but trouble.
Excuse you, Tom?
Whoa, everyone calm down. I was in bed by 9 that night, so it obviously wasn't me your son saw. Where was this car?
Honestly, I'm not asking for excuses. I just need to know what happened.
Yeah, hope he's not spreading these little assumptions any further than you. You know, to be fair, I do remember something strange from that night.
Not me. I was sound asleep.
Yeah, my little watchdog here. Wouldn't wake up if a tornado ripped the roof off the house.
I sleep soundly. Is that a crime?
Anyway, Tom was fast asleep. Some noise had woken me up, and I couldn't get back to sleep.
Yeah, she's like that. Her mind's always racing. Needs a horse tranquilizer to get her back to bed. But maybe we should get back to helping out with this case. So, what do you remember that night?
I was looking for something to read to help me fall asleep, and I thought I left it on the windowsill. When I looked, there wasn't any magazine, but I saw Gaby on the sidewalk.
I guess that's possible.
She was running around the neighborhood.
Are you telling me that Gaby was running errands at midnight and decided to stop and have a conversation with a stranger?
No, Tom, she was literally running in her very tight pink jogging outfit. You know, the one you're always staring at.
Of course. That makes sense now. Gaby was flirting with some guy. It's actually pretty funny that anyone would think you were flirting with someone.
Tom, what are you implying?
You just don't flirt. Well, often. You don't flirt often.
Now that I'm a mother, am I supposed to be asexual now? Is it out of the realm of possibility that I might flirt with a man and that a man might find me to be attractive? Okay, I don't mean to be rude, but Tom and I have a few things to discuss.
Come to think of it, Gaby did mention she was out jogging that night. It just doesn't make sense that she talked to some thug, though. I think I'll head back to the Solises. Talk to you guys later. Tom's in trouble.
So, tell me, did you find out anything new about Daniel's case?
Funny, you should ask, because I did hear about something that might be of interest to you.
Okay, what's up?
You didn't quite tell me the entire story about what happened that night, did you? Lynette said she saw you out that night.
I told you I went out running that night, didn't I?
Yes, but I don't think you told me everything that happened that night.
Gaby, what is she talking about? Just what were you up to that night?
I don't know. There was some guy.
Some guy?
No, wait. 2 guys, actually. They were really confused.
Is there anything specific you remember about either of them? Like a name, perhaps?
Of course they had names. The one that talked with me in the passenger seat. His name started with an L, but I can't remember what it was. Well, they did freak me out at first, but he was just asking for directions. It was pathetic. The guy tried to flirt with me. I mean, come on. He was driving last year's model. Did he think I'd even give the time of day to a guy in a car like that?
Whoa, back up, Gaby. Who was this guy? Why was he flirting with you?
Carlos, it's not technically flirting if it's one-sided. And trust me, this was one-sided. I was just being nice. Besides, I don't usually fall for the kind of guys you see on the FIB's most wanted list. Unless you were on it, sweetie.
Gosh, thanks, I guess.
You need to tell me everything about these 2 men.
What exactly do you want to know?
Tell us exactly what happened that night, Gaby. Everything. Then our friend here can find out what she needs to know and do her little detective thing somewhere else.
I like to think I'm doing a service to Daniel's memory.
Right. Well, I was out running and... And that was it. See? You were all getting excited over what turned out to be nothing. These guys got lost. They pulled over and I gave them directions. And then they went off on their merry little way. Sorry. No clues or red herrings or anything, Sherlock.
Just out of curiosity, where were they going?
Oh, they wanted directions to the Fox house.
Gaby!
They what?
They what?
My God. Gaby, how is it that this is the first time we've all heard about this?
Come on, I mean, what's the big deal? They were lost, and I was trying to help them. I was just trying to be helpful.
Well, you sure picked a wonderful time to start. Do you have any idea what this means? You're an accessory to murder, Gaby, and you withheld information from the police. Hell, I could be violating parole just for being around you. They could throw me back in jail. Is that what you want?
How would I have known what they were up to? I don't see what the problem is. I mean, they would have found the house sooner or later. He's in the phone book, you know. Like, are they the worst criminals you've ever heard of? Having to ask directions to a hit. It's just pathetic.
I think you should take a deep breath and listen to what you're saying. All right, just forget it. I don't want to hear any more from you. You've done enough. At least we have a better idea of what went down that night. And lucky you, You managed to get an eyewitness that found a way to help facilitate the murder, but somehow can't remember the name of the killer who tried to hit on her.
Wait a minute.
As of right now, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I'll say one thing, though. She sure is taking her time.
Okay, I'm back. This is for you.
Something scrawled down on a piece of paper. How does this help?
It's the guy's phone number from that night.
You kept his number?
Now I remember. His name was Leonard, but my friends call me Leo. Yeah, didn't do much for me when he said it either.
What reason could you possibly have to keep his number?
Relax, Carlos. I put it in my pocket and just forgot about it since then. Like you'd expect me to wear the same hoodie twice?
Well, it's very convenient, isn't it?
I'll let you two sort the rest of that out. Goodbye. All right, we got to call our mystery number.
Hello?
Aha, I've got you now, Leo.
What?
Leo, I'm going to notify the police. I know what you did.
Okay, where do I talk into? Hey, Vinny, what am I supposed to do? How does this work?
Vinny? Leo and Vinny?
Jesus Christ, are you a moron? You talk into the phone and say something like, leave a message after the beep. Or Big Sammy sleeps with the fishes. Your choice. Hey, what are you doing? You're recording right now. You gotta start over. I don't want my voice on your stupid answering machine.
Oh, Lord, now we gotta call Vinny.
This is Vincent.
Vincent, it's Mel. I need to talk to you.
Okay, shoot.
Haven't you done enough of that lately?
What are you talking about?
I think you know.
I'm sorry. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Think hard. Remember the name. Daniel Fox.
Fox? I don't know what you're looking for. I was as upset as anyone else when I heard about his untimely passing. It was an absolute tragedy. Poor preening bastard was doing so much for the community.
Yes, Daniel was a great person, but I was hoping you might actually know something about the night he died.
I'm sorry. I'm not the right guy to ask about that. If you're looking for answers or closure, the police are still investigating the crime. I'm sure they're doing everything they can to find out who's behind Fox's death.
I'm sure they're doing their best, but I think there's more to it than just Daniel's murder.
What makes you say that?
There was a suspicious man creeping around that night. His name is Leo. He claims to know you.
Sorry, name doesn't ring a bell. How does this relate to me exactly? I mean, I do business with a lot of people. It's always possible that I met him at some point. You know, it's funny. You wouldn't believe how many people there are running around saying they're friends with Vincent Corsetti. On any given day, a man in my position may meet dozens of people. I can't be expected to remember everyone I've met. Give me a break.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he's more than a casual acquaintance. Don't you remember helping him record his voice message? I can play it for you if you like.
Oh, right. That Leo.
That Leo.
Yeah, maybe I know who you're talking about. Oh, yeah, Leo. I think he works at the pharmaceutical office. We have a lot of employees, though. I don't know them all by name.
I heard that he was your personal assistant. Kinda like a gopher, except for he carried a gun.
Listen, I understand how difficult it must be for you. You miss your friend and you're trying to find answers. But you're barking up the wrong tree here. I'm sure if you just give it some time, you'll find out that there are better days coming your way. One thing I've found in my years of doing business is people usually get what's coming to them.
Should I read into that or what?
Listen, I'd love to keep talking to you, but I've got an important business call on the other line. I've got to go, but let's talk later. We have a lot to talk about. Goodbye for now.
Okay, bye for now.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Look, this is not a game.
You're the one that called me up and started yelling at me.
You shouldn't be speaking with Vincent.
Wait, how did you know that I talked to him?
In my job, I sometimes have to observe certain members of the community. And I became aware of your recent contact with Vincent.
You've been stalking me, haven't you?
Don't worry. It's not you that we're investigating.
But if it's not me, then Vincent's under investigation. For what?
I really shouldn't be telling you this. It's classified. But it's for your own good. Vincent is being monitored by the government. His calls, his business dealings, everything. And from what I gather, you don't even... Actually, we shouldn't be having this conversation over the phone. You never know who's listening.
Fine then, name the time and place.
I have to take care of some things. But whenever you're ready to meet in person, call me back. My time is valuable, but so is what I have to tell you.
All right, Erik. I'll call you when I get a chance, but it better be worth all the fuss you're making over it. Bye. Alright, first, we might as well go ahead and change while we're here, just in case we don't come back to this side of the street before our get-together later. Because we need to put on our special dress. Even though I just changed out of it. Okay.
So, you ready to meet with me yet? Because if you don't have the time to have a serious conversation with me, then don't bother saying yes.
I'll see. Yeah, where do you want to meet?
Good. It would be in both of our best interests if I came to you.
Okay, I understand.
Meet me at the cul-de-sac in 60 minutes. I'll be expecting you.
60 minutes. Got it. See you there.
Glad to see you made it.
Well, you were pretty insistent. Did I have a choice?
That's one thing I've always liked about you. You seem to find the positive side of everything.
It's good to know that some people still appreciate a positive outlook on life. However, I suspect you didn't drag me here just to lavish me with compliments.
You're here because we need to talk. There's a hell of a lot more to Daniel's murder than you think.
Yeah, I know. I had an interesting conversation with Vinny about him not too long ago. There's something about that guy that just doesn't sit well with me.
There's a number of things I can tell you about him. I told you we've been keeping an eye on him, didn't I?
You did, but you never said why.
The man leads two lives. In one life, he's a businessman, an occasional philanthropist. That's the guy that came backstage at the fashion show and was checking out houses in the neighborhood. The other life is one that not too many people know about. That's the Vincent Corsetti you really don't want to deal with. He's like a snake without the charm. That Vinny is a high-ranking member of an incredibly powerful mob family in the city. Your little detective work just revealed the tip of the iceberg.
Do you really think he's tied into Daniel's death?
Frank Fox noticed some shady dealings going on at his old office. The perps wanted to cover their tracks and hired some mob enforcers to tie up their loose ends. That's why the trail you were following led you to Vincent Corsetti. It was his thugs that killed Daniel. Thing is, once Vinny got wind of the deal, he decided he wanted a bigger piece of the pie. He snapped his fingers and suddenly everyone with any knowledge of the bookkeeping errors disappeared. Frank was the last link. My suspicion is that they killed Daniel thinking he was Frank.
That makes sense, although I still can't believe Vinny's tied into it.
Not that I need to even say it, but do yourself a favor and don't get involved with Vincent again. It's not safe.
What do you mean, again?
Are you really that forgiving? Or did you just block that whole ordeal out of your memory? I really thought the locket would stir up something in you. But I guess that wasn't the case.
Oh my goodness.
What did he do to you?
You sent the locket? Why?
You gave it back to me. Before you left town to start your life with Vincent.
Whoa!
I couldn't offer you the lifestyle you were looking for. And so I let you go. When you called me to ask me for help, I didn't know what to do. But I offered to help you in any way I could. But when you didn't show up when you were supposed to, I suspected the worst. I thought you'd left us for good. I thought you were dead. For all I knew, you just dropped off the face of the earth. When I was brought in to investigate Vincent's shady business operation, I thought I'd find you with him, but I didn't. Then I got word that he'd found someone that he was looking for, some kind of unfinished chapter in his life.
You can't possibly mean me. I would remember something like that.
Yes, Mary. I'm talking about you.
Mary?
Looking into Vincent allowed me to find you again, but you had a new life. I didn't want to step in where I wasn't wanted. But now I have to. You're getting too close to Vincent, and trust me, he's not the kind of person you want to get involved with. There is one thing I have to ask you, though.
Okay, ask away.
There's a period of time where I couldn't find any records for you, like you vanished off the face of the earth. What happened to you, Mary?
What did you just call me?
You're Mary. Can't you even remember that?
No, I can't.
Take another look at that locket I gave you. One face should be pretty familiar to you already.
I know the girl is supposed to be me, but who's the guy?
We took that picture at the Wood River County Fair. That was long before you got involved with Vincent, of course.
I don't know what to say.
It's us. And I know somewhere in the dark recesses of your mind you know it to be true. What I don't know is how you can black out on an entire section of your life.
Are you sure you weren't confusing me with some other girl?
Just as stubborn as ever, I see. You'll come to terms with this on your own. Believe what you want to believe. But do me one favor. Stay away from Vinnie Corsetti. You've got to trust me on that.
Fine, Erik. I'll keep a closer eye on him. Wow.
Hello?
Good news, Frank. I think I figured it all out.
Yeah, me too.
How's that?
I've been going over everything I know about Daniel's murder. And I need to talk to you.
Frank, you're talking to me right now.
In person. Meet me downtown, ASAP.
There's a reason they call it a safe house, Frank. They're not being ironic. Stay where you are.
I'm on my way now. If you leave right now, we should get there at the same time. Bye.
Frank? Frank! My goodness. Okay, we have to console everybody.
Hey there.
Hey, Susan, how are you?
I feel just fine. I have to say, I'm a bit distraught.
Well, then it's good you came out tonight. What's on your mind?
Just everything, I guess. I mean, Daniel was such a sweet man. And charming and witty. He was like one of the girls. Sort of. We even invited him to poker night. And we don't do that for just anyone, you know. Who would want to do something like that to someone like him?
I wish I knew, but it's good that you're sharing your feelings. Don't let me stop you.
Sometimes, it just seems like there isn't any kind of justice in the world. Well, I don't know what he could have possibly done to his assailants, but he didn't deserve to die over it.
You're right, Susan. No one deserves that.
Thanks. It's nice to know there's someone that understands what I'm going through. I can see why Bree invited you over. You always know just what to say.
Thanks, Susan. But I'm just doing what any good friend would do.
Hello. Can I help you?
Hi, Bree. How are you holding up given all the recent events?
And by that, I assume you mean the brutal murder of Daniel Fox in our own neighborhood.
Well, yes.
Well, to be honest, his death caused me to examine certain aspects of my own life. So I immediately went out and bought another shotgun. That said, I think there really is more going on here than meets the eye. I simply don't believe it was a random act of violence.
Did you hear something?
Oh, come now. Are you telling me you're not the least bit curious about how it all transpired? Was he pumped for information? Did he have something they wanted? Oh, perhaps he even owed them money that was borrowed to support some reprehensible drug habit.
You seem like you're more interested in getting the details about his death than you are in coping with the loss, Bree.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's quite unfortunate Daniel had to pass in the manner he did. But at the same time, Can you honestly tell me you're not even the slightest bit curious as to just what went on in that house? I mean, for heaven's sake, why would Daniel, of all people, have need for a gun? Makes you wonder about what else was going on in the Fox house.
Come here, Bree. I know just what you need.
What I need?
She's like, no. I'm sure you think that it doesn't bother you, but trust me, Daniel's murder will affect you. It might be in ways that you're not even aware.
I don't suppose I ever looked at it that way. But in all fairness, you have to admit we are in the midst of a very strange situation here.
It is a very strange situation, but we're here to help each other through it.
Hi.
Lynette, how are you doing?
Considering what happened to Daniel, it's amazing I'm here at all. Tom had to talk me down from buying a house in one of those godforsaken gated communities.
You're perfectly justified for feeling that way, Lynette. Sometimes just talking about it with someone else is beneficial.
Well, Bree said we should bring it all out into the open, which is so unlike Bree. She's usually so uptight. To be honest, Tom and I are convinced she doesn't even go to the bathroom. Can you believe something so horrible happened on our street? Okay, let's talk about how foolish we were to think we were safe living in this bubble. I mean, truth is, there's no such thing as being absolutely safe. It's really scary. I have 4 beautiful, albeit annoying, kids.
I am so sorry. I didn't realize this whole ordeal had such an impact on you.
I'm sorry to dump it all on you like that, but that's how I feel. All mothers develop their own form of acute paranoia. It's instinctual, but now there's a tangible reason for it. What if my boys had snuck out of the house that night? I don't even want to think about it.
Okay then, let's talk about something else.
I don't know. With all that's happened to Mary Ellis and then Rex, I'm thinking the street might be cursed or something. At least in a gated community, there's some real sense of security.
Oh, Lynette, you'll worry yourself sick if you keep thinking like that.
I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
Daniel's murder was an isolated incident, I assure you.
I take it you know something I don't.
I do, and there's nothing to be concerned about.
Well, if that really is the case, and it wasn't a random act of violence, then it certainly puts my mind at ease. Thanks.
So, you're here too, huh?
Poor Edie, did Daniel's death really hit you that hard?
To be honest, Bree's cooking was the deciding factor for me. But I prefer to look at it like this. He came, he sewed, he croaked. In that order. It's also morbid. I think it's high time the rest of us get back to living it up.
You're right, Edie. It's been one whole day since Daniel was killed. We should really move on. Wouldn't want to miss out on that episode of Secret Screams or anything important like that.
There's a whole world of things we could be doing right now instead of sitting around crying into our drinks.
I prefer to help my friends deal with this tragedy. Some of us are taking it pretty hard, Edie.
Personally, I think we should forget the grieving process and try to get to the bottom of Daniel's murder. If you ask me, I think that brother of his is to blame. He's always acting so weird. Mind you, he's not Zach Young weird, but give him some time and they'll be fighting for the Wisteria Lane weirdo crown.
That's easily the most asinine thing I've heard all week, and believe me, living on this street, I hear some incredibly stupid things.
Oh, please, you don't know any more than I do. I'll bet Frank's the kind of sicko that actually enjoys playing Little Mr. Innocent, while everyone else is running around town looking for the real killers. Whatever.
All right, that's it.
Hey!
Slap for you. This is destroying Frank. The people that killed Daniel were actually looking for him.
Well, I just... Well, you should have said that in the first place.
Edie, sometimes you can be a callous, ignorant bitch. And in case you're too ignorant to know any better, this is one of those times.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing too much. How about you? How are you holding up?
What do you mean when you say holding up?
What? I was just trying to be nice. This is a difficult time for all of us. I just wanted to make sure you're holding up all right, that's all.
There isn't anything really bothering me about it. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if I believe you.
You know, I get enough people asking me how I feel these days. Do us both a favor and don't add your name to the list.
Why don't you talk and I listen?
Daniel was just a neighbor. People come and go. Usually they just move. This time it was just a little more, exciting than usual.
From what I could tell, the two of you had a real connection in fashion.
Well, I'll say one thing. He was the only person around here with any taste. I'll definitely miss that.
What else?
No offense, of course.
Of course.
Okay, good. It's just that Carlos says that I don't think before I speak. But he can be such an idiot sometimes. But yeah, I'll miss him. And the collection of samples he kept in the basement. I wonder if he left them to me and as well. Without him, I'll never be able to start that clothing line we talked about. I was going to be the face, and he was going to be the brains. Not that I couldn't do it all myself, of course.
Well, fashion isn't everything, Gabby. I'm sure you have other fond memories of him, don't you?
I had a friend of mine draw up a business plan, and I took some new pictures for the cover of the catalog.
So what else do you remember about Daniel? He's the one we're here for.
I certainly can't go into business on my own. Where am I going to find another premier fashion designer in this town? Now that he's gone, I have to find something else to do with my spare time. If I'm not careful, I'll be scouting out the high school football team again. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
What?
Ow! What's with you?
Daniel was more than just a means to fame and fortune. He was a friend.
Listen, Miss Thing. You're in no position to judge.
I'm not judging. I'm helping.
Right. Well, thanks.
So many goals, so little time. I finally made it, Frank. Sorry.
Glad to see you finally made it.
Hey, I had just enough time to get here. You didn't exactly give me a lot of warning.
So, now that you're here, we need to talk.
You're right. Here's everything I was able to discover through my investigation. Mike was at Susan's on the night of the murder. Carlos Solis was in his home that night as well. My son and his date, Danielle, saw someone flirting with a car in front of the Scavo home. At first, I thought it was Lynette. But when I talked with her, she said it was actually Gaby that Phoenix saw. When I returned to verify with her, she told me that she'd given directions to a stranger in a car. As it turns out, those strangers were looking for directions to your house. They were the ones that killed Daniel. What's more, those assailants had definite ties to Vincent Corsetti. He's our man. So tell me, what's so important that we couldn't talk on the phone? Frank, do you really think we should be talking here, in public?
Whatever. We're here now. We'll talk now. So, I've been piecing together the evidence. There was a lot going on the night Daniel died. The Solises, the Scavos, the Vandy Camps, even your son was out that night.
I have to agree, it is a bit peculiar. Everyone seemed to be up to something that night.
One thing we know for certain is that two people were up to committing murder.
Yes, luckily we have the contact information for one of them.
Sure, we have some evidence, but we're not done yet.
Honestly, Frank, at this point, I think we should tell the police what we know and let them do their job.
No, we can't do that. We don't know what could happen.
Come on, Frank. The cops around here may not be the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they're honest.
You don't realize how deep this goes. I thought I could get away from them. I thought if I moved and kept to myself, they'd never find me.
To be fair, you didn't really keep to yourself because you did admit that you were tracking what was going on after you left, so. And that's how they came here. Just to remind you.
I mean, I couldn't even find Fairview on a map. How the hell did they find me?
Because you literally led them right to my house, which then led them to your house. Between the fashion show and all the other things that have been happening around here lately, it kind of put this little burb on the map. Daniel had no way of predicting the media attention the fashion show would bring. He never would have done it if he thought he'd bring these mob guys out looking for you.
I know. It's all my fault. I should have told him.
Hey, it's okay. You thought you'd made a clean break.
I think now's the time we do something. but I don't know where to start. There's still one thing that's bothering me. How did that Leo guy know Vincent Corsetti of all people? It doesn't add up.
Yes, it does.
You've been holding out on me?
Before I talked to you, I spoke with Erik Larson. You know, the investigator guy. Vincent Corsetti doesn't have ties to the mob. He is the mob. Over the years, he's ascended to the head of the family. He is untouchable. Erik and his department at the FIB have been trying to build a case for a while, but haven't been able to.
It was convenient timing when he showed up, wasn't it? Just when things started to get fishy.
It wasn't a coincidence, Frank.
All right then. It's up to me to make the next move.
Promise me you won't do anything rash, Frank. Those are dangerous people.
We'll find out soon enough.
Most people's lives are driven by fear. Fear of hidden dangers. Fear of secrets being discovered.
What's in that fucking
Fear
safe,
of the
Alex?
unknown. But sometimes, what we think may be a demon lurking in the shadows turns out to be merely our guardian angel in disguise.